what's up everybody? Time for another game theory video. Remember, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you want, if you can, whatever. I appreciate it, thanks. Links in the description. Channel has been getting flagged again by somebody, something, I don't know, so what else is new? And if I'm a little bit more tired, fatigued than normal, running out of breath, health has been complete shit as usual, it seems. Anyway, so with people talking about Marvel 2 again, I thought what would be another Marvel video I could make? And I guess I'll do a video about what I would change about Hayato. What would I change about Hayato if I was making a fighting game? And I say fighting game and not necessarily Marvel 2 because, as I've said before, Marvel 2 I don't think is actually a good game, right? So the idea of rebalancing just Marvel 2 is a little sketchy to me because the game is pretty bad, I think, if you actually think about it, right? I would lean towards that Marvel 3 is a better designed game than Marvel 2, right? An example of this, and I'm going to talk about some of the weird things I would do with the Hayato character that might be a little bit thought-provoking, outside of the box or something. Some may be more obvious, but let's say something like I had recently done, which is it's now becoming like the Kai Impossible combo that I did in Guilty Gear. The Hayato, anywhere on the screen, you could be corner to corner. He basically instantly kills basically any character besides Juggernaut, Sentinel, and Blackheart. They would more so have to be mid-screen to corner, but whatever the case, for the most part, he basically can kill pretty much every character instantly, anywhere on the screen. Now, I would say in the context of Marvel 2, right, that's not broken, let's say. But I do think it is broken from a fighting game, trying to make the best fighting game. I don't think any character should actually be able to do that. And I know it's become the impossible combo of this game now, basically, just like when I did the Kai combo. People are still complaining about it in Discords and telling fantasy stories about it. So it goes to show like how it's just blowing people's brains that no one ever thought of it before I did it. But whatever the case, I don't think that should actually be in a fighting game if I was making it, right? But in the context of Marvel 2, it's, it's like the game sucks. The game's broken, So it's like, right. But I do want to talk about ways I would work around that, and if I was trying to rework the character and just from a fighting game, maybe a new Marvel kind of standpoint. That's my long forward into this, right? So I think certain things, first of all, I think in a game when you think about so many fireballs, laser beams in the Marvel games that do block damage and everything like that, I don't think there's any reason that Hayato's, plasma combos can't do block damage. Like if the character's blocking it, I think they could do chip damage. I don't think that's that bad, right? And I think, again, there should never be moves in a game that have no purpose, right? And just like when we think of this stuff, like there's almost why would you end it? Why would you end with the last hit of any of these plasma combos, right? There's no point, right? Unless you just wanted to be cheesy or, cheesy and, kind of like almost like a joke to the person because they also can do the super flash when you beat it, right? So what I would do is, first of all, let's think about the hard punch plasma combo. How could we fix this, right? Well, besides the fact that, this shit should do block damage. If we think about the fact that Hayato's dragon punches don't have any invincibility, which let me say, first of all, I think you need to actually give it a huger hitbox or something, right? If it's not going to have any invincibility whatsoever. Maybe the jab version could have like upper body invincibility. Maybe this one could, go under lows or, you could switch that around. Maybe this one. Oh my God. Well, there you go. You can see how bad my controllers are. I need a new fucking controller. Fuck me. I can't even do a dragon punch half the time. Anyway. It could be vice versa. At least give one like upper body invincibility and the other lower invincibility, something like that, right? But what you could do, and especially if you're thinking about a new school game with like things like counter hits, you could do something like, and then if the opponent wants to attack out of this because some of this stuff puts him at a slight advantage, Is it the little kick with this one? It's a little kick with this one. There you go. Shows how much I play, right? So maybe, you know, the guys, you're like little stutter step, boom. Make the last hit of that plasma combo when he does the dragon punch a totally invincible move. So if the guy tries to check you because he doesn't want you to keep on doing this, like, you know, he's getting afraid of that, make the hard punch at the end of it totally invincible to everything, right? And if it hits on a counter hit, it launches the guy and you can do a combo out of it or something, right? That would be a way that I would fix that, right? And also when you're comparing the other plasma combo, you know, that's why I did it, because that's hard kick and little kick. Again, shows you how much I play. When you do the kick from that one gives you, you know, advantage, but you don't get as much advantage when you do this one, right? Which I'm already forgetting it. It's little kick, right? Do you see how much fucking video game? I don't even really play these games, dude. That's crazy. I don't even remember the buttons of the plasma combo. So for that one, what I would do is maybe something like when you do the kick out of that, give that like some kind of fun property where maybe it's jump cancelable or something like that, right? Maybe that's jump cancelable, or maybe he can dash out of it or something, because then he has this special move like that. Give it some kind of weird utility, right? So there's always a reason to do a certain version of the plasma combo. You could even give him, maybe he has his overhead from the actual real game where he can actually do, I think he does like a different low, he spins and then he overheads, right? There's got to be some use of the move, right? There should never be a move in a game that does not have a use, right? And for this combo, right, and again, we should have it do, you know, actual block damage. I would say perhaps depending on the rhythm of you do it, right? And of course, I think the last hit, just make it unblockable. It's slow as fuck, right? At least make it unblockable so then he can like star step and then like he's hoping the guy's going to try to attack him, so then you stop after the stab. There's got to be some mix up to it. Just it being an overhead is not enough. But I would say something like maybe, depending on the way that you time it, the last hit can do more. So if I could try to show this off, let's imagine, right? So I want you to like look at the lightning bolt on this screen. So when he does the stab, if you do it too fast, no lightning bolt comes out, right? So you see how there's no lightning bolt, but there's a lightning bolt that cross, right? So what if you do something like, oh, I'm sorry. Well, there you go. See, I fucked it up, right? But this is exactly why I said it. And there it hit. Maybe, you know, that's not rocket science, right? But maybe if you delay it so it just barely works, right? And so you see both lightning bolts, the move does like, I don't know, double, triple the damage or something like that. So there is some reason to use it, and it is never affected by like the damage buffer in the game. Does that make sense? There's always got to be a reason to use something, and I hate when there's things in video games that have no purpose whatsoever. It's fucking terrible. Don't put moves in games that have no purpose, right? That would be a way to have a purpose, right? That would be cool. So that's a way that I would try to fix the plasma combo a little bit to add something to it, right? Or maybe you only get the unblockable one if you do the kind of thing. So then that encourages the opponent to want to push block you more, to use the properties of the game, right? Because I can keep chipping you away with my little plasma combo stuff. So you want to be push blocking me. But then I also have plasma combos where I'm at the advantage. So maybe like, oh, I better push block this stab, but then since I stopped there, you know, he can link out of it, or I can dash back in with a kick, something like that, right? Keep the opponent honest, right? So I talked about the dragon punch, right? It doesn't need to be super invincible. The whole thing doesn't need to be invincible. Not every character needs to have a dragon punch, but the move shouldn't be a move that has no priority whatsoever. It's absolutely retarded, okay? So another thing that I think is obviously a problem is you think of this move. What is this move is dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. I mean, there's certain things like you could do. Well, anyway, I guess you could do that. I show it in one of the combo videos that I do. You can like super jump into it, tap, tap, falling down, and it hits you. But it's like, why would you do that? I don't know, but it's there, right? You know what I mean? So there's something like that that you could do. But and of course there's weird shit like, and then you can actually get that to cross up, but you know, fuck me, right? You know, it's such a fucking, yeah, I suppose. And even when you do that, it's not like you can cancel the plasma field because it doesn't work. Right? So terribly thought out move. So what would I do with this? This is probably not big brain, but I think after he stabs you, you should be able to hold left or right, and then he should be able to come down on you with a move, right? Boom, I come down on you. Maybe I could do like a cross up thing. I don't know. Can Strider get hit by the cross up? Maybe Strider's too small. There you go. See, I don't play the game. I guess Strider's too small to even get hit by the cross up. So fuck me. Again, shows you how much I play the game. Not a game I play. You know, I just was bored and I was like, I wonder if I can find anything new with Hayato. And I did, and it made people, I don't know, seethe, I guess. But okay, you can make that move have a little bit better of a cross up. How about that? But point is, make him be able to go left or right, come down with an attack, give it something. It could also off the ground if you're thinking about a newer school game. Maybe if you had done a hard knockdown, then you could come down, boom, it pops the guy up, and then, ooh, I could go for a little miscellaneous mix-up after I do my fucking air combo, right? If I'm like mid-screen, bub. You know, whatever the fuck it is, right? Something like that. Hopefully you get what I'm getting at. Give it something, right? Something else I would do is this move needs to be fixed. I mean, this move is dumb. This move is completely dumb, right? And I know there's some like niche usages, like obviously as I showed that you can instantly kill a guy anywhere using it, right? I think the move should be a little bit faster, first of all. It should go a little bit even further, I think. And I hate how, let me see, where do I go? Dummy. Guard is on, right? I hate how you can't even cancel it like this, right? That's dumb. He should still be able to slide back and forth. I hate that they had that, right? And actually, the funny thing is, if you actually look at the game, there actually is it's funny. If you look at the game, there actually is some unused Hayato animations where he has an attack that looks like this, right? But he also has an attack like that that's in his plasma combo. So I wonder if basically, so in the actual Star Gladiator game, when he does that slash like that, he also has a version that looks like this, and he kind of like slides to the left. So I wonder if originally they were going to give him that move, and it was the plasma combo was going to be able to cross up, but they're like, oh, we don't want that in that. Or maybe that was the second hit of this where he slashes the guy, but they got rid of it. But whatever the case, I think they need to fix this move. And you can cancel it like that, but they got to fix the advantage from it. It's got to be able to do more. Like I said, you can cancel it, but it's such a niche move. If the guy blocks the second hit, you could do that, something like that. But they got to fix that move, buff it up a little bit, let him be able to cancel it. And even during the second hit, besides it also working on block, I think the second hit when you cancel it, if you think of something like Chip's Alpha Blade and Guilty Gear, how depending on when you Roman cancel it, Chip will either Roman cancel in the front or Roman cancel in the back. And I think that's how this move should be. So boom, after you do the second hit and you cancel to a special, depending on when you cancel, how fast you should be able to go back and forth. I don't think that would be a problem. I think that's fine. His throw, you know what I think about this? I think the motion is stupid. You can do some stuff like that, like I just hold down the two bunches and then I like negative edge it, but I think that's a retarded motion. It seemingly is only in there like that to make it so you could mess up. So like a quality of life change is I would actually just make it like a dragon punch with kick, like it is in the fucking real game. I don't know why it's a fucking 2 punches. It's absolutely fucking retarded that it's like that. And so let's get into like a big thing that is maybe the more outside of the box thing, because like I said, I think it's stupid, as my water bottle agrees with me. I think it's stupid that a character can theoretically kill you off anything no matter what. Even if it is executionally difficult, I think it's just a little too powerful. So what would I do? And when I talk about that, I mean, fixing this plasma field thing. So here's my outside of the box, what I would change with Hayato's plasma field, right? I would say, and the big thing we need to switch is we need to switch how this works, the black Hayato, right? So you see how it turns into the black Hayato right there? I would put in a property for the black Hayato that every other time you do the black Hayato, he either comes out, he does the black Hayato like that, right? Where it's actually a hit, right? And then the next time you do it, the move actually acts as like a throw, right? So say it's a raging demon, then if you do it like that, right? But it actually can't combo, right? And what I mean by doing this is, so when you do the plasma field, right? Then theoretically, like I said, you do the with this ninja dash thing, and then you do this and you go into that. And then again, more theoretically, if you dash quite as fast as possible, you then do another thing like that, and it instantly kills anybody. And then again, I guess if you're getting into theoretical optimal play, then you do a guard break, and then he still has time to hit another character with a level 3. That is theoretically, and of course I say theoretically, not that it couldn't happen, but I would love to see it happen in real matches. I don't know, like, don't ask me to play the game because I don't play the game. I don't think it's a good game either, but I like the idea of a game being played optimally. But, you know, theoretically, Hayato just kills a team and a half if he hits you, right? That's kind of retarded, right? So what I mean by that is, so if Hayato does these full screen combos, you know, whatever like that, I whip the ninja dash, blah, 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 and then I go into black Hayato, I only get that first black Hayato, because then if I try to cancel into this second black Hayato, now he stays as himself and it actually acts as a throw, right? Do you get what I'm getting at? I know that's really weird and it's kind of quirky, but I don't think you should be able to loop a character and instantly kill them like that. And then theoretically the next character comes out and they lose half their life as well automatically, right? I think that's pretty retarded. So if, at least if you did this, basically you have the idea that, oh yeah, Hayato, he basically can kill a character instantly, but he can't theoretically, you know, if the character has big life, depending on what he starts it on, he can't like do it like that, right? So maybe if you hit the black Hayato and the character had a little bit life, and then you do the theoretically fast as fast, you know, and we would make that move better. But if you do the theoretically fast as possible Shiden, you would have to do something like that if you didn't suck like me. If you didn't suck like me, you would do that. So it would switch up the combo a little bit, right? You know, something like that to switch it up a little bit. And I think you could also do stuff like give him a little bit of a different buff, you know what I mean, as well, for the plasma combo or the plasma field. So say if he hits this as well, you know what I mean? Just like in the real game, or you know how like when he does you see how his sword is bigger? Especially if you're thinking that it's like a 3D game and you can actually make the sprite or the 3D hitbox or where the fuck it is, you know, you can actually make his sword bigger. Make his lightsaber a little bit bigger when he's in the mode, right? And I don't think that would be bad. Make the lightsaber, give it a little bit of like pixel different, kind of like when you're Vega and you have a claw on. So when he's in the plasma field mode, his lightsaber is just a little bit bigger. Something like that. I mean, you could even do something silly like maybe he can, when he does a special move, he can cancel special moves to, you know, a plasma combo thing like that, right? You know, cancels the first hit to plasma combo, but make it so the fact that you couldn't loop it though, make it so, how should I explain this? So if Hayato does something like, if I do, boom, and then you go, oh God, shows how much I know. What am I doing? You know, something like that, right? You know, and then if I try to, I'll do like one special, and then I can boom, boom, cancel into that. But since it counts as one singular move, I cannot then cancel this plasma combo to another special move. I have to let the plasma combo rock, right? Which would then give you another way that you would actually see the end of the plasma combo. Because guess what? It already counts as you canceling something. You can't cancel one singular move multiple times. Right? Does that make sense? I don't know if your like brain is working with me, but I think that might be something fun that you could use for the plasma combo as well. You know, and that would give you a way, because again, I say one of the problems when I think about Hayato, especially when I've found this stuff, I think Hayato is actually a dumb character. Even if you consider Hayato a low tier character, It's like I literally just showed you in the community a way that Hayato instantly kills. Hayato is broken in the game as far as I'm concerned now, right? I'm not saying he's the best character, but you can't convince me that a character that can kill you off a fucking little kick anywhere on the screen, he automatically wins the match. He automatically takes away half the next character's life. That sounds pretty fucking retarded. Even in a game with infinites and all this kind of stuff, what other characters can say that, right? So that's why I say I don't think something like that should be in a game. And that's why I say it's a little bit loose when I say, am I rebalancing Marvel 2? But I'm kind of thinking this just as like a fighting game perspective. So I would say you have to work out this plasma field, make it so once you do your first Black Hayato, the next Black Hayato that you do isn't a hit. It's a throw, right? And he, instead of doing the animation as Black Hayato, he comes out as regular Hayato, right? You know what I mean? So then the next time you go into plasma field, well, guess what? Now I got to use my plasma field in a bit of a different way, right? Maybe I got to use the fact that my lightsaber is a little bit bigger. I can do some hop slash, boom, 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 cancel that, cancel the first hit, boom, 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 boom. I'll let the lightning bolt hit because if I let the lightning bolt hit, there's not going to be any damage buffer then on that. And you're like, whoa, maybe that does like 75% life or some shit like that. You know what I mean? There's got to be something weird that would give you a reason to let a entire plasma field and plasma combo rock, right? Do you get what I'm saying? There should never be moves in a game that don't get use. And it's retarded that you have stuff like this. You're like, oh, well, why would you do this? Why wouldn't I just cancel this to something? And now you're like, oh, okay, well, maybe if I go into plasma field, right? Oh, now I'm hitting the guy, my lightsaber's bigger, I do some big combo, then like let the lightning bolt hit, and you're like, whoa, it does like triple the damage for the last hit, and it's not affected by the damage buffer, right? But if I cancel it too fast, it does piddly damage it, and it is affected by the damage buffer. So there's still a little bit of a skill involved, and there's a reason for you to see the end of the combo. Do you get what I'm getting at? Those are things that I would change with Hayato. And of course, there's other things like this move is, again, there's just no reason to do anything with Hayato other than to instantly try to kill the character with Black Hayato. And I think that's not a good character design. And that's why, this would give you different reasons to do different things, right? Maybe make that do more block damage. I don't know. There's got to be different reasons to use his supers. And there's just, if you're thinking about the game optimally, Hayato is like a one-trick pony to me, right? And I think he's a very flawed character, right? Even before, like I said, he's a character that's considered bad, and he's a character that is, even after this shit that I've found with him, he's still a bad character. It just shows he's a badly designed character that now theoretically fucking can kill, just destroys you. But it still shows he's a badly designed character. A lot of his moves don't work properly. I know he has that one move in one of the games where he does the first slash of this, then he does this, and he goes like this. I mean, I guess, who knows? Maybe give him an EX move. Give him an EX move that does that. I don't know. But anyway, those are little ideas that I would have with changing Hayato if I was reworking the character. Remember, if you like the videos, like, subscribe, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. Like I said, videos. I saw a few more of my videos got flagged. I know I got a message from YouTube that they reinstated them, but I'm still waiting for a response on another one. So ridiculous. Anyway, thanks. The end.